Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be a general weekly reading for the sign of Scorpio for the week of October 13th. And at this time I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. And of course for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you liked and watched, as well as also hitting that hype button. Thank you so much for doing all of that for me, by the way. And of course, the lovely comments. I do truly enjoy reading them. So thank you so much for doing all of that. Okay. My favorite month of the year. All right. Starting out with the Page of Swords. So you have a new idea this week, something that you're not willing to compromise on. You have knowledge, you have a new way of communicating to others, you have something you want to get off the ground, and you have the energy this week to do it. So what are you doing? The Moon card, changing your direction. Figuring out which way you want to go next. You're starting to take care of your health is now on the top of the list for yourself. Taking care of yourself, not overeating, overindulging, actually really taking care of yourself for good reasons. You know, you're making sure that your health is at the top priority of everything else this in particular week. You're really mastering your own self-preservation. Ooh, and the Page of Wands. So definitely a new beginning, new opportunity. You're going to hear something this week and it's going to flick that switch for you. Now, this could be a new job, a new person in your life, but you have discovered something for your own better health. You have much more free spirit. You're quite content with yourself. You're feeling more in charge of your surroundings and the people around you, understanding that things are about to change in a big way. So you are really starting to get the message and giving the message to others. That's what the Moon's all about. You're taking a new path going forward for yourself, and it's going to make a lot of people take notice. You know, maybe you've been overindulging in something for quite some while, and now you've just decided to flick that switch and start to take care of your health, where you work, who you work with, people around you, friends, neighbors. But you're cutting things out of your life in order to help yourself, which is really good. And the Ten of Wands. So you're going to get some good news. You know, relating to being able to move away from something that's been weighing you down for quite some time. You've realized that it's time for that change. You know, trying to change your job in some places. You know, we put in a lot of hard work, energy, and effort into something, and you're now releasing yourself from those burdens, understanding that it's your time to take care of you. No one else, just you. So you're letting go of the burdens. You're no longer feeling responsible or guilty, or however you want to say it, about somebody else's problems and something that you didn't create. But you're no longer participating in it. So you're definitely moving in a better direction for yourself. And the Knight of Swords, there comes an offer. For sure, for sure. You know, and you're taking action. You are driven now to succeed. You're really thinking fast on your feet this week. Understanding that time is of the essence for yourself, and it's going to benefit you mentally as well as physically with this change that you're about to do, or in the process of already doing it for many of you. And the shadows, yeah, you get to step out of the shadows, enjoy yourself, understanding that it's your time to shine. Stop stressing, worrying, analyzing, overthinking. Oh, you are definitely painted yourself into a corner here, trying to figure out, you know, how to take care of yourself so that you can eat better and sleep better at night, because you're all up in your head a lot overanalyzing, overthinking things that you can't change, undo, and in some cases can't fix. But again, this issue doesn't seem to be yours. It's just something that you've been trying to help somebody with. And you're realizing that if they're not willing to help themselves, you're no longer, getting involved in it. Because you can only help some people who's willing to help themselves. You've come to that realization this week. And the Four of Wands. So absolutely learn to delegate. This is your time to shine. You're feeling much more stronger about your decisions. This is a celebration of life, harmony, home, community. It feels like you finally give yourself that permission to begin a new path, like a homecoming. People you're really starting to get along with. You feel at home, they feel at ease with you, and it just lightens the entire atmosphere around you, which is really such a beautiful thing to see. This could be marriage for some of you, maybe rekindling, a relationship that you weren't quite sure about anymore. And the Eight of Pentacles. So definitely putting in labor, time, energy, effort into something that you wanted to take a course of study on, and you're realizing that you need to do things a different way. So you're doing it. You're understanding all your hard work is going to pay off because you need it to be that way. And you're really starting to put the time, energy, and effort into it. It looks like for many of you, you're taking a course of study of something that you wanted to do. And it's really feeling like you're in the right place, right time, doing the right things. So you're understanding that there's no necessary to do anything of extra. You're feeling quite comfortable with your choice and what you're doing. And realizing it's okay to give yourself that permission to do something different. It looks like for many of you going back to school, taking a course of interest that you probably wanted to do something for a long time, and you're, realizing that it's okay to be doing this. So what are you doing this week? Looks like for many of you, you're looking into your finances, whether you can or can't afford this course of study. There's a lot of things free online, and you're looking into that as well, trying to figure out what your next pressure is going to be for you before you step into something. You're really looking at it, thinking. You're not just doing, because you're understanding that's not a good way for you. So you're releasing the energy in a good way, because this is cause and effect for yourself. You're realizing you want to do something, you're figuring out whether you can or can't and how to go about it, and realizing that it is going to help you in the future as well. So you're really doing your homework here in many ways, understanding things are about to change in your life, and you've brought this new beginning to your doorstep, which is really good for you, because you have been struggling, it looks like, here for a while, trying to figure out how you're going to take care of yourself. And the Ten of Pentacles, look at that. Trying to leave a legacy, trying to make sure that you have enough. This could be inheritance coming in for some of you. Maybe if, somebody has left you something. It doesn't mean that they always have to pass away. Pardon me. In this case, maybe perhaps they've just learned to give it ahead of time so that they can watch the enjoyment come from you to help you release something. But you're going to take it most happily. It's coming from a very good place, and it's going to allow you the luxury to do something totally different with your life. And you're going to be teaching those around you that, this opportunity that's been presented to you, this is your next move. This is giving you that leg up to go forward, to get out of, where you're at, and a little bit more easier for your life going forward. So you're learning to invest it. Good move. King of Pentacles. Definitely in charge of this. Understanding You're not about to let this slip through your fingers. You know, this is a good business opportunity for you, and you're taking the leadership role in securing not only your finances, but your future, where you live, who you lives around you, all those good decisions. And this is a good way to balance your future. And that doesn't matter how old you are at all. You are just realizing that this opportunity that has come knocking on your door and presented itself to you, not only did you take it, but you're wisely making sure that it's not just, you know, going away with nothing to show for it. And the King of Cups, look at that. Wow, what a bunch of power cards. You know, the strength, the knowing, the knowledge, understanding what it is you have to do in order for your life to go in the direction that you want it to go. So there's emotional balance here. Compassion, you're in control of all of it. And you're owning that. You're actually feeling good this week about making the decisions you have, sitting back, you're taking the leadership role in this because this is your time. This is your decision now to change a lot of things in your life, who you hang around with, where you live, the environment of who you have in your life, and that can be at the job as well. Oof, 10 of Cups, beautiful. Happy home, happy life, good investments, good marriage, good companionship. You're feeling emotionally blessed in all your relationships. You're understanding that this gift, be it financial or just guidance, is going to allow you to be more true to your dreams of what you want to have in your life, who you want to have in your life. So this is a beautiful card. And not only does it fill you up, it fills you out. It helps you to radiate all that love that you have had in you for so long, and you were always afraid to share it with others for being, in some cases, ridiculed. Now you're understanding you don't give a dang. It's your turn to shine. Do what you want to do without repercussions or thoughts or worries of it. And the High Priestess, yeah, finally coming into balance in your life. Feeling right place, right time. No more intimidation, no more fear on your behalf. You can finally kick back a little bit and not worry so much about what the future has to hold. Just enjoy the moment. So you are really trusting yourself that you are making the right decisions. You're not asking permission. You're not sharing it with anybody. This is self-imposed future. So wow. And you're in balance. Like, you feel good about this, and should, because you are truly doing what is called to you to succeed with. So whew, that is beautiful. I really like that for you. This new person that you're becoming, this, you know, the leader of your future. Okay. It's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Perfect. Amazing career opportunities. Now, isn't that a perfect sentence? And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.